I'm Gwen Lion with Love Las Vegas Realty. I'm a licensed real estate agent. I have been for 8 years. I've been living in Las Vegas myself for 20 years. I've lived all over town and I have purchased all different kinds of homes, and I've lived in everything from a condo to a big 3-story house. I know all of the ins and outs, and I made the move myself, so I'm here to help. The climate and culture, the honest lifestyle trade-offs. Vegas is not the beach, and we're not oceanside. We have lakes. We have some man-made lakes, and we have Lake Mead, which is absolutely amazing. But it is not the beach. It is not the ocean breezes. And yes, it gets hot here. Really hot. In the summer, June, July, and August, it's easily in the triple digits for the entire summer with very little breaks. And anybody who has not lived here does not really understand your body changes. You acclimate to that. So you can handle heat, but now you can't handle cold. So anything under 70 degrees is freezing. I'm getting Ugg boots and a beanie and a fur coat if it's under 70. But we do have 360 days of sunshine, and we have a gorgeous 9 months of spring, winter, and fall. And that's the trade-off.
You've got to get through your first summer in Vegas. And what's so ironic is a lot of people actually move here in the summer, right? That's our busy season for moving. I personally moved here in June. So yes, getting through the first summer takes an adjustment. There's no way around it. The first time it's 110 degrees, you're going to text everyone you know, checking in, just letting you know I'm still alive, staying hydrated, staying cool. You will learn when you move here. We get things done in the morning, right? We operate early before the heat of the day, and then we hibernate, and then we come out in the evenings. That's a real thing. You are going to notice your energy levels will change with the temperature of the day, and you're going to need to adjust for that. Your body actually physically changes to be able to deal with those higher temperatures. So you'll start to feel freezing cold when you get below 80, literally. You're going to learn the rhythms of when to run your errands, when to run your car, because let's face it, like it can be real trouble to have your car break down in the middle of the heat. Our summer is also our monsoon season, which is kind of crazy because we can have these random rainstorms in the middle of the day that can lead to flooding. And a lot of people are not expecting that. It's kind of like mid to late summer, and we'll get these crazy rainstorms. We get lots of wind, which people also are not expecting because they're thinking we can go to the pool anytime it's 110 degrees, but it's like 110 degrees with 30-mile-per-hour winds. It's not really ideal. Your umbrella will blow away. Your cabana is not safe. People do not know how to drive, even with a tiny bit of rain, right? Because the roads get slick because we don't get rain very often. So then all of a sudden, literally, it will be so slippery and people drive like maniacs. They think they can still like be at 65 on the highway when it's raining, but then there's half the people that have never seen a drop of rain before, or they don't know how to drive. Okay, also important, the car becomes an oven, right? We hear so much about like, don't leave the kids, don't leave the pets, don't leave groceries, don't leave anything of value in the car, but for sure, when it's hot in the summer, you have to have every bit of protection. It was pretty shocking to me that as soon as I moved to Vegas, I had to get super high level tint on my car. I would highly recommend tinting your car windows. And, hydrating is so important. I never was like a huge water drinker, but when you live in a desert, you just naturally dehydrate. So you've got to keep not only water, and those like hydration packets are very popular here, but also your home. You are going to want to have, that's kind of like initial first summer stuff. By the second summer, you'll be a pro and you'll be like, okay, cool. We know it's hot.
I want to talk about something that not everyone even considers when they're moving to Las Vegas. Everyone just assumes it's Vegas, it's hot, but it isn't hot everywhere here. It's kind of one of our secrets. There are slight differences. And this is what I'm going to say. Henderson and Green Valley were built as a community around the springs because trees and beautiful green things will grow there. It's very moist. But what does that mean? It's hot and it's humid. So when we look in those areas that we consider to be lush and green, we have to think about the fact that it's going to be hot and humid in that area. Whereas in the Northwest, when we have that mountain breeze that comes off, we get clouds, we get rain, we get wind. We have completely different temperatures in the Northwest than we do in the Henderson, Green Valley, and Southwest area. That's a secret that I share that I don't think everyone thinks about. So when people say to me, I really want to be in Henderson, I think, how do you feel about hot and humid and sticky? Because that's what it reminds me of. And I'm at that place in my life that I'm like, every little bit of coolness helps. And while we're talking about the temperature differences in different areas of Vegas, let me also point out that we have a mountain where you can ski, and year round it is chilly, literally chilly, and that is 30 to 40-minute drive away, Mount Charleston. There is a very different climate there. As a matter of fact, it's considered an island because it is a forest ecosystem surrounded by a desert ecosystem. Normally, when we think about an island, we think about like a sandy island and then surrounded by an ocean ecosystem. But this island is actually a huge forest with cold breezes, with rain, with wind, with snow. There's snow-capped mountains up there because it's 11,000 feet above sea level. So when it gets hot down here in Vegas, well, I just cruise right on up the hill to Mount Charleston and I am chilly. That's a beautiful thing about living here. One other thing is 30 to 40 minutes away, I can be at Lake Mead if I feel like I need to get in the water. And it is also very cool. The water stays cold because it is so, so deep. I just recently had a group of friends that came to visit me. They come out here every year. And this time I suggested that we rent a pontoon boat and go out to Lake Mead. I've said this to them so many times, but this time we actually did it. And they could not believe that we were a 45-minute drive away from the strip where we had been gambling and going to restaurants and partying. And I had them out on the lake on a beautiful boat, serene, quiet, peaceful. We had so much fun out on the lake. We got a little slide going off the upper deck of the pontoon boat. We're looking at gorgeous, like herons flying around and beautiful wildlife. There's all kinds of gorgeous birds out there, trees. Really shocking how beautiful and serene it is and peaceful. When you think of Vegas, you don't necessarily see that stuff. So that's another thing that's really different from being in the Northwest, being on the strip, or being out near the lake. If you're even thinking about relocating Las Vegas and you're just not exactly sure which area, I am so happy to go over all those details and the specifics of you and your lifestyle and what you're looking for and really help you find the perfect spot for you.